Okay, it's Mike Messier, and I want to thank Vince Russo, the brand family. A lot of people reached out to me through Twitter, especially. Maybe I was harder to find on the other social media things like Facebook and Instagram, but on Twitter especially, people reached out, congratulated me, congratulated Vince Russo on the show that we did together, the Bucket Full of Chicken Necks, I believe May 1st, 2018 episode. You hear traffic in the background. The day is starting, but I had an idea and I literally pulled over because I want to share this with Vince Russo first of all and have him choose whether or not to share this video with the brand, and literally it's Vince's choice. It's not a poll or anything, but Vince, you can do with this video what you want, but to make it exciting and innovative, I'm showing people at 9:07 in the morning what I'm doing, okay? I am putting weight straps, yes, these are the 10-pound weights, if you can see them properly. I am putting them on my legs to get the largest calves in the world, or at least in Rhode Island. Basically, we talked about exercise, we talked about methods of improving your life. To just get a simple walk-in in the morning can really make your day better. And the reason why I say that is because as you hear the trucks in the background, this is a very populated area that I'm in. It's important to get exercise as soon as you can early in the day, guys, and women, because if you get that exercise banged out, even 10, 20 minutes first thing or early in the day, it starts your day off right, in the sense that you don't have that anxiety, oh, I got to get to the gym for an hour. You don't have to go to the gym for an hour every single day. You can walk for 20 minutes, and it makes an exponential improvement over the quality of your day. And it's literally, we are fighting for our lives, folks, because when you're talking about food and lethargy, and we're all depending on these cell phones and everything, or smartphones, devices. But here's the idea. Vince Russo, here's the pitch. And I'm going to walk these steps to show people that you can be active in your environment. You don't have to go to a fancy gym. I'm going to show people this. For all your fans in Colorado, for all the people across the world that might be seeing this, this is a tower. And in my state, this is a legendary dividing line. People say, what happens below the tower, right? With these weights, look at these calves. Okay, my calves are huge. They're bigger than they should be, almost. I mean, they're disproportionate because my calves are getting such a great workout as I pitch Vince Russo, as I climb these mighty steps, the stairway to heaven, so to speak. Led Zeppelin. So what's the pitch, people might be wondering? Let's get to the point. First of all, we discussed it last night on Twitch, having that Mystery Science Theater type of screening of documentary, my documentary, Disregard the Vampire. Vince Russo is going to watch it in his home, as the audience can either watch it beforehand or watch along with Vince, and Vince is going to offer his unbiased comments, good and bad, criticisms, enjoyments, whatever comes to Vince's mind, as we watch together as a Vince Russo brand family, and people from the outside, people that may not even like Mike Messier, may not like Vince Russo, but they're morbidly curious as to what's the hell's going on here. All the journalists, all the fans of different shows, all the friends, you know, Vince hates the word fans, but it's really a situation, Vince, you can open that up to anybody, and I'll take anybody's critique or criticism on my movie. So we'll do that. There are people coming by, so we have to be quiet for a minute. Okay, so the next part of it, there's literally other people in this environment that I'm editing out. The next part of this, I would say, set it up for chicken, for Bucket Full of Chicken Necks, or a special extra bonus show, whatever you want to do, Vince Russo. We could even do it on the Messier Mantra. I talked to my show producer, Cody Piexto, in Seekonk, and he said that as a Vince Russo supporter himself, we could do Skype on my show, Messier Mantra out of Seekonk, Mass, or your show, whatever. I want to pitch the Mike Messier Vince Russo collaboration, the Vince Russo Mike Messier collaboration, however you want to phrase it. I want to pitch the show idea to Vince Russo during a live taping. I don't want to pitch Vince Russo my original idea for a show on the phone. I want to pitch that so that it's documented, so that it's taped, so that everyone can see a pitch session. People who might have great ideas for podcasts, TV shows, web series, movies, whatever, they may never have been in a pitch session before. That's a very obscure thing for a lot of folks a lot of people who love episodic television, Game of Thrones, or they love movies, or they love things they see on TV or the internet, but they will never have the opportunity to see a pitch session. And granted, this is a unique animal, because as far as I know, a live, unique pitch session has never been taped live or broadcast live. However it's done, Vince, that can be worked out. I don't want to give away anything more than you have the resources with the power of technology, with the power of Vince Russo, the brand, the family brand, all these wonderful things. A very simple smartphone that I'm using right now was perfectly fine for our episode the other day, for basically just Tuesday, and today's only Thursday. So what I'm proposing is we take that magic, that chemistry, that conversation to the next level. And there's really no harm either way, because the worst that can happen is you say no. Like Vince listens to my idea. He says, okay, cool, Mike. Well, I like the idea, but I can't really do it, or I don't have the time. Or you say, well, let's take this idea, let's twist it around, let's change a little bit, let's do something else. Or something else happens. But there's no, in my opinion, there's no harm to come from at least giving it a shot. And the fans, not even the fans, but the family of Vince Russo brand can watch this conversation in live time or in tape, however you want to do it, and they can chime in. They can say, great idea, this idea sucks, whatever they want to say, all points in between. A lot of folks are calling the promo that Mike Messier did this past Sunday night, I believe April 30th, 2018, a day that will live in infamy. Tommy DiNucci, filmmaker from Rhode Island, basically called it the promo that was heard around the world. Mike Messier going to places with energy, enthusiasm, sarcasm, anger, passion, whatever you want to call it, to discuss current events in the pro wrestling scene. Mike Messier is being labeled as giving the promo heard around the world. Well, the next step, Vince Russo, is the interactive Disregard the Vampire, a Mike Messier documentary screening for all the Vince Russo family. And the step beyond that, if you're up for it, and I have a feeling you will be, but it's up to you, is the live pitch session. Messier pitches Russo live. So it's MikeMessier.com. Thanks a lot. Let me know what you think.